Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Colin here from One Life Gaming, and I don't know. I guess I just haven't really been feeling myself as of late. Um, I don't really know how to really describe it other than just being lonely, I guess. I don't know. Time for me to get into a little bit of a backstory. About 2.5 years ago, I fell in love with someone named Emily, who went to high school with me. And, she was really nice, and she was everything that I was looking for in a girl. And she and I were happy together. And a few months ago, we broke up because of the distance due to coronavirus. And given the fact that I'm a senior in college and no, I'm not a senior in college. Don't mind me mixing up my words. Given the fact that she's a senior in high school and I'm a freshman in college and we have two different life paths that we're choosing, it was just going to be difficult for us to stay together, which I understand, but I really thought that she and I could have made it work. She was the one, she's the definition of the one that got away. And, lately I've been feeling it a bit more than usual because 8 days from now would have been our 1 year. And I can't help but feel a pain in my heart knowing that she's not going to be around. That I didn't do enough to be able to keep her by my side, to be able to have her truly be the one that I wanted her to be. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for her. She's getting ready to set herself up to do the thing that she loves with her life and be an amazing person and really improve the world in the best way that she can. It's just a part of me wishes that she could do that with me by her side. You know? I feel as though if she and I were to really have stuck with it and worked through it, I feel like she and I could have made something incredible, could have done something amazing, and I really thought that she was going to be the one that would last all these years. But in the end, she chose her own life. She chose differently. And don't get me wrong, I really am proud of her for choosing her own life and whatnot. I'm really proud of her for making decisions for herself and doing what she thinks is right for her. But I just wish that I wish that she could have been the one. Now, I know there's always other fish in the sea, but as I said, she broke up with me a couple of months ago now. This was probably about 4 months ago now. And I just, I don't know. I feel like I really start to notice how much I miss her in times like these when stress is high due to all the schoolwork and a lot of family things are going on, a lot of birthdays and stuff, and a lot of family events and gatherings and holidays and whatnot, because last year around this time is when she and I actually got together in the first place. And I don't know, it just hits me the hardest because we were doing so well, and then of course a wrench gets thrown in and everything goes sideways. I've been doing my best to roll with the punches as they come, but sometimes you get dealt a left hook and you don't see it until it's too late. I really thought she was going to be the one, but I guess things changed on their own, and there's nothing you can really do about it other than just to kind of stick with it. Eventually, hopefully, I will find someone new, find someone who is similar but different, and find the new love of my life. Until that day comes, though, I'm just gonna have to keep doing what I'm doing now, which is just sticking with it, sticking through, and just surviving. Honestly, I'm kind of at a loss for words now because I don't really know what else to talk about. I don't know how to really get into some of the other things. I miss her. I miss having someone who, at the end of the day, I could, you know, be with emotionally, and you know, someone to come home to at the end of the day, give them a hug, kiss, you know, all that cheesy romantic stuff that people say nowadays is simping and whatnot. But really, it emotionally feels good when you have someone, you know, who is just there for you. Different from a friend, different from a family member. Someone you can emotionally attach to more than just what, you know. I feel like I'm rambling on and saying the same things over and over and over again, but in all honesty, that's really all this is just an event and a tragic story. I there were a couple of other people that I kind of fell for, or at least had crushes on, in the beginning, after Emily. But they either fell through or they didn't end very well. And part of that is because I wasn't ready and I was just trying to fill the hole. And the other part of that is just because because I tried to rush things. That's that's basically what I do nowadays is try and rush through life instead of trying to take the back roads and enjoy it a little bit. I don't know. It's just it's difficult, you know. I don't know how to describe it. It's whenever I see all these couples going by, especially when it's autumn and winter and stuff like that, where you see all these couples walking by and, you know, being all lovey dovey and cuddly and whatnot, I can't help but get a little jealous, in a sense. I mean, jealous is a strong way to put it, but I just see them and I think that must be nice. Must be nice to have someone to hold on to, someone. Not to be cliche or someone, or, you know, saying like women are property or anything, but someone you can call your own. You know, someone who loves you unconditionally and would never change that for the world. Whatnot. I don't know. I know it's not necessary to get through life and be happy with a you know, with a someone you love. You know, sure it's nice, but it's not necessary to be happy. You know. And while yeah, I get that, I just at this rate I've forgotten what it's like because it's been so long since I've had something as true as what Emily and I were. I miss her. She was one of a kind. So anyway, that's my tragic story. I'm not gonna get into too much of the details with the relationships in between time because they're not too important, especially since you know they weren't anything. They weren't anything positive. They weren't what they should have been. If that makes any sense, I guess. I really should have just taken my time to heal and figure out what I truly want. But I was hurt. Simple as that. I wanted to feel whole again because without her in my life, it felt as though my world stopped turning. You know? Again, sounds cliche, I get it, but it's the truth. Her leaving stopped my whole world in its tracks, and I don't know what to do anymore with myself, and I haven't since she left. I've never really felt the need to do things for myself. I always did it for her, or I always did it for the person that I was in love with at the time. And part of that is just because how I grew up. I never really was told that I was allowed to do things for myself. My parents always wanted me to either put the money in the bank for later and save it for a rainy day, or, you know, they wanted me to do something nice for someone else, which I get, I understand. It's nice to be able to do something for someone else who really needs it or wants it. But I never really did anything for myself, and um, while I don't necessarily see that as a problem, it's just that when Emily left, I had been doing so many things for her. I was literally head over heels for her for about 2.5 years, and I was always trying to do things to make her happy or impress her or get her things to be nice or things like that. And now we aren't even friends anymore because she's too wrapped up in her own life and I'm too wrapped up in mine. And while we both might still have feelings for each other, it just isn't wise for us to get back together again. So we don't really talk anymore at all. We don't hang out at all. I haven't seen her since COVID went down, and I don't know. I just. A part of me misses her. In fact, a large part of me misses her. But the other part of me is just. I don't know. The other part of me doesn't know what to think. It's like there's a gap right here where my heart is, where something used to be, and I don't know what that is anymore, or where that is. I don't know if I'm ever going to find it again, because it was so unique, so special, that I don't know. A part of me wonders if I was given my chance and I already swung and struck out, where she was the one and I blew it. I either didn't try hard enough or tried too hard and it fell through. Swing and a miss. I know there's other girls out there. I know there's other guys out there. I just. I don't know. I guess that's basically the end of my rant. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Thanks for listening, if you're watching now or in the past. But that's all this live stream and video really is. It's just me getting things off my chest that I've been struggling with for a while now, emotionally. And I don't know. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll be here all week. God, that sounds stupid. Yeah. Thank you. even the fact that you're watching this means that you care. Either that or you just wanted to, you know, see what the clickbait's all about, even though it's not really clickbait, you know. It's just my ugly face with event and a tragic story. Huh. I don't know. If you're watching this until the end, leave a comment saying that you watched and just thank you. It does honestly mean a lot to me. And that's really it. I know I'll come out of this eventually. I know I'll feel better about myself, and I'm sure I'll find someone else to love, find someone else to believe in. It's just a matter of when, and if I can emotionally hold out that long. So, thank you, and bye-bye.